Welcome to should I say the Green Guide? Honestly, this
Yeah.
is yeah. Well, I mean, I'm thinking of changing the name. We'll talk about that later, though. All right, let me flip the camera over here. There we go. Like now, are you looking at us? Are we actually live?
Yes.
Are you kidding?
Yes, it is on the YouTube right now. I muted it, but
That's
it's
probably
on
good to
YouTube.
get an echo.
Yeah, well, it was.
Wow.
Yeah, I was hearing everything twice. So, yes, here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is kind of the only way to do it. The recording feature is a paid upgrade, and I don't have money. Oh, speaking of which, since we're live on the internet, I want to thank you profusely for all the help you've given me since the start of the pandemic. Honestly, we could go back farther than that because you've been an enormous help my whole life. But since the start of the pandemic, I was looking at PayPal this morning because I'm trying to figure out how to set up PayPal for the channel.
Hmm.
And man, you've been really helpful. So thanks a
Uh,
lot.
well, you're welcome. I wish I could have done more, but all my money has run out at this point.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are in that situation. I know
But
I've had friends that have lost businesses, um, that have been unable to start businesses or continue them. Um, yeah, a lot of bad
um,
stuff. Well, let's
but
talk
it's
about what this. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah. No, that's okay. I was just gonna say it's looking up here. We're getting back on our feet here, and hopefully the pandemic will be this will just be a memory soon. So,
Yeah. Hopefully, I know everyone's ready for that. Um, yeah. So, okay. This is like the first. Should I call it an episode of post? It's a post. I can't. I grew up in the TV era, so I can't help but use TV terminology for everything. So
I think
I don't
I
think
think
that's.
that's no. I think you could call it an episode. I think that's fine. Um,
Well, here's another reason, and this is what I kind of wanted to address is that this is a travel. This is half travel blog and half podcast about travel. Like I know it's on YouTube, so it's not really a podcast, but the concept, what I'm thinking in my head, is more like a podcast.
mhm.
In that, I'm chatting. Like the whole idea is I'm chatting with friends about where I'm at.
Well, I think there are a lot of podcasts that also have uh, those the content on YouTube. So I don't
Yeah.
think I think it's a blurry line in a lot of cases. So
Right.
what does
Yeah. A
that
lot of people that have podcasts also do YouTube and vice versa.
what do those signs say on the trees?
Oh, I don't know. I was looking ahead, so I didn't actually see them. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Well, don't get run over.
Cando. No, I'm good. Candora.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
I don't know. Belt Park
Huh.
here.
I hope it's not something lewd.
Oh, I hope not either.
That'd be too spicy for our channel here.
I can't believe we went straight to live stream. That.
You would think it would be harder to do that than just record it, but here we
Yeah, that's
are.
what I thought. But I guess if you record it, they have to. The company we're going through has to have storage space and provide that service. So maybe it's easier to not do that. I don't know. But anyway, we're live streaming, and now since I didn't announce it, I mean I kind of did. I guess you found out about it.
Well, it was on the. I mean, I'm subscribed to your channel, and it came up as a video that's an upcoming video. So
Yeah. I think for live streaming, let's take this route. I was just thinking, if I were live streaming, I would take this route.
Well, you are, so get on it.
I will. All right. Well, this is. I was thinking I would have time to edit, so now I have to be more clever on the fly.
Well, there may be a way that you could download this video off of YouTube. I know there are ways to do that. And then you could edit
Yeah.
it.
You can. Yeah. I mean, I can go back and re-edit it. I don't think I would take the live stream off if somebody wanted to watch it though
Ah, okay.
in the future. And to be honest, I had kind of had designs on doing this at some point in the future anyway. So I guess now is the future.
Yeah.
So we skipped over the part where I said welcome to.
Oh,
But
okay.
since we're walking over,
Welcome to the Green Guide, ladies and gentlemen.
right, the green guide. So I'm thinking, since it's more this, when I originally named the channel, I was thinking it was going to be more of, advice, travel advice, right?
Hmm.
And so it was a guide. So I named it the green guide. And that would have worked. I don't know that it's going to turn out to be so much advice. So if I'm doing the podcast chat while traveling thing, it seems like the idea is more just my experience of traveling, which isn't so much a guide. So I was thinking of changing the name to Untethered.
Okay.
What do you
Well,
think?
welcome to Untethered, ladies and gentlemen.
So welcome to Untethered.
I
First
don't know.
episode with this name.
Both are fine to me. Both seem
Okay,
fine.
great. So then I'll change it. Um, so yeah, because we were surprised. I was surprised apparently that I had a YouTube channel. So it took me by surprise, and I forgot to say my name. I'm Wesley Green, and this is the new cross in the street. Today we're going to Tran Quoc Pagoda. You may have already read in the announcement that I didn't know I made.
This is in Hanoi,
And
Vietnam, ladies and
yes,
gentlemen.
Tran Quoc Pagoda in Hanoi, Vietnam, and Scott's calling me from. Oh, when is this open? No, it's not open.
I'm in
Unfortunate.
Georgia, United States of America.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, we've got a surprisingly good connection too.
Yes. Um, you're
Oh, and
literally
zero
almost
viewers.
literally on opposite sides of the planet. Here we are. This really is the future.
It really is. It's Jetson's land. So the pagoda's not open today. We're just going to be looking at it from afar.
So it may not have been a good day for this particular attraction.
Well, it's closed. I'm guessing closed. This is normally an open time, but I'll go ahead and update you on what's going on right now. Vietnam has been in a lockdown. Hanoi has been in lockdown. Most of the country has for most of this year. And it has been unpleasant. But we have recently, in the past, more than a month, we've been coming out of lockdown, but it's been a slow process. And then a week or so ago, there was a spike in infections, and there's been a slight reversal of the easing of the lockdown.
Do you know how many people in Vietnam have died of COVID-19 during this pandemic?
The last time I checked the number, it was just over 20,000.
Okay.
And all of that has been this year. We lost not a single person in 2020.
Well,
But,
see,
but when
that's
Dale, yeah,
uh, I mean, I don't know what that is per capita or anything, but
It's pretty
that
low.
seems pretty good.
We're about one third the size of the United States.
So about 100 million people.
About 100 million people. That's right.
Okay. Okay. Well, just to let you know, last I heard, at least, America is, or excuse me, the United States is 330 ish million people, I think,
Yeah, right. That's right.
and we have lost over 700,000 people to COVID during the
I
pandemic.
thought you
So
guys hit 750.
that may be true.
Okay.
That may be true. Um, yeah. Um,
And
so it's a lot
that's
of
a big
folks.
discrepancy.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Um, it's a big difference.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Um,
I'm very grateful to have been in Vietnam during all of this.
it's yeah, it seems
Yeah.
like they've handled it really well. I mean, the lockdown was
Yeah.
pretty. Was that a Pikachu?
What's a Pikachu?
Is a Pikachu? Oh, look at that.
Cute.
Um, yes, I know you said the lockdown has been very hard there, and I bet it
Hmm.
has. Um, but it seems to have been effective, so that's the main thing, saving lives.
Yeah, it's been very effective. It's they've handled it really well. It was so disappointing this year when people started dying of it. I thought, wow, I thought we were going to get through the whole thing. And I will say I realized this year that I did not have an appropriate amount of sympathy for the rest of the world and what they were going through. Um, because we were just untouched, really untouched in 2020. We had a, we did have a 2020 lockdown that lasted about 3 weeks. And it was scary because that was when everything started. But once that let up, everything here went right back to normal. I mean, 2020 was like a normal year,
Hmm.
except for Vietnam, which had not been true before. But other than that, I was going to work and you could dine out and go to bars, and like, there was just no restrictions at all.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't know
Hmm.
this. Maybe this is me creating a conspiracy theory or something, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that probably the cases that happened in Vietnam this year probably were brought in from outside by
Oh, they were,
people
yeah,
visiting and that sort of. I'm not saying anything nefarious. I'm saying I imagine it was people
yeah. It was
coming in
two
from outside.
businessmen from Taiwan that stayed in Da Nang.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
They've done contact tracing really well here. That's one reason they've been able to keep it under control.
Wow, that's pretty specific.
Yep. Sorry.
Watch out for your hippo rights there.
My
Oh,
hippo rights?
yes, the hippo
My
rights.
the hippos have the right to consume you whole
Hippos
because
are
they're
mean.
hippos. They're mean hippos. Yeah. Hippos are
Well, I
very
mean,
aggressive animals.
I just meant in general. I mean, obviously the ones that are consuming you whole are mean hippos, but I meant in general hippos are mean.
Oh,
Apparently, they kill more people in Africa, which is obviously a very large place, but they kill more people in Africa every year than crocodiles. I don't know.
oh yeah, yeah. I've heard that.
That's what they say.
Really good to warn the public. Use this live stream to warn the public about the dangers of hippos.
Dangers of hippos, animals that are obviously indigenous to the air covering today.
Yeah, right. I mean, there are no hippos here right now, but that's why they're
You
so
don't know.
dangerous.
You don't know. They're lurking under the water.
That's true.
They like to lurk. That's what I've heard too. They're sneaky. They're devious. They're devious hippos.
Those are just nasty rumors put out by the anti-hippo lobby.
You just think they're the hungry hippos? No, they're sinister.
It's hungry and sinister.
That's right.
So this is Westlake. I guess I will mention that since we're pretending to do a travel podcast. This is what I'm trying to focus on though, these first few episodes. I was going to congeal it all into one episode, and maybe I still will. It's hard to say because I didn't even know I was live streaming today. So what happened? I know what happened. I'm on this site Restream, which you can see in the corner because I'm on the free plan. And I thought we could do recording, which you can do like a 15-minute sample recording, which we've already gone past.
Mm-hmm.
But that's otherwise it's part of the paid plan. Whereas apparently live streaming, even when you're like, you do not have authorization from YouTube to do that. Live streaming is allowable. You can do it. So that's part of their free plan. So I mean, I don't understand anything about technology. I'm the least technically adept person you'll find. All of this confuses me. I have no clue why any of this is happening. so there you go. That's where I'm at. And so this is our first live stream. And I mean, to be honest, I'm perfectly happy to do it this way. As you can see, no one's watching anyway. This is just going to be posted for later.
It wasn't well advertised, I think.
No, the person creating it didn't know it was happening, so there wasn't much advertising. But see, I did sign up for it. So I was on the site and I signed up for it, and I'm like, well, haha, jokes on them. I can't do it. YouTube requires you to have 50 subscribers, and my channel is brand new. As far as subscribers go, it's actually been around for a year, but I haven't posted any videos until about a month ago. So yeah, I just clicked the button, and I was like, well, that's obviously not going to happen. And then I went about my day and forgot that I did it. But it's still working. The strangeness of the universe is that it works. Oh, did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. I was just, being quiet for a minute.
Oh, yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I just panicked because this is our first time doing this. Oh, there is one. Oh, I have a viewer. Look. Or is that you?
I mean, I've got it on.
But you've been on for a minute now, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been on.
So we've got a viewer. Somebody's viewing. Now, I have no ability to check YouTube while I'm doing this because obviously I'm on the phone. Boy, that makes me wonder. Oh, I have to figure that out. Now that I know I can do this, I'll have to bring my other phone and maybe I can keep up with the chats, should there be any.
I mean, it might be me. I don't know. It might just be me that's showing up.
It might just be registering you, yeah. Because it wasn't a second ago, but that doesn't mean that that's not the answer. Anyway, to our one viewer, if you're a person and not just Scott's other screen, welcome to our impromptu live stream. Or a robot, right? It could be a robot. But I hope it's a 1950s style robot that's just surfing the internet.
Yeah.
He's anthropomorphic and has a personality. Oh, okay, what are we at? I don't want to take up too much of your time today, but I tell you something that I do want to do that is open today and not far away. This is part of my Westlake series. Oh, yes, I'll tell you. Sorry, I started that by saying I'll tell you, and then I didn't tell you. So now I'll tell you. Swan boats. I want to take one of these boats out on the lake. I think that would be fun. So one negative of this software over like a Zoom or something is that I cannot turn the camera back to myself. It's locked forward. I'd have to end the stream, and actually leave the web page and reload it in order to turn the camera.
Oh my
So that's
gosh.
kind of a negative. I don't want to run out in front of this traffic.
No.
You know, flowers, street sellers of flowers like that are very common here. There's definitely a lot of stuff that flowers plus birds. Raising birds, like having birds in your place of business,
Uh huh.
it's very common here. Hey,
Well, that's got some old world charm to it.
it is. I like it anyway. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll run into that.
Run into some
Again, to our massive
birds.
audience,
Oh.
this was all impromptu. I didn't really even realize I had a YouTube channel until I woke up this morning. Oh, so Highlands Coffee.
Highlands Coffee. Look at that.
That's a big chain. It's like the Vietnamese Starbucks.
Oh, okay. Um,
I just think it's worth mentioning. The coffee there is really good, but it's traditional Vietnamese coffee. Coffee is such a big thing here. I mean, it's more than just cafe culture. Uh,
I mean,
like it.
what is traditional Vietnamese coffee as opposed to coffee that we here in the United States might recognize?
Well, would you rather take the swan boat or go in and see the fin, the way they do the coffee?
Up to you.
Well, I mean, it seems like answering a question is a good thing. Okay, I'll just explain it to you. We'll do a coffee episode later.
All right.
So it's a form of drip coffee that is done through not a machine like we use, but kind of a very basic version of that, where you pour the water in with the coffee in a device that sits on top of the cup. Is that making any sense?
I think so.
And then they let it drip for a while, and then you got the coffee. But it's much more. Hey, how's the sound, by the way?
Um,
Daniel King?
Definitely picking up that background music.
Fine.
Hope that's
Oh,
not
small
copyrighted.
boat.
Maybe strike.
What boat? Uh-huh. You walk? Oh yeah, I walked. Uh-huh. One. Small, yeah, small one.
Một người đi chị nhá. Lý ơi, một người đi nhá. Có đi một người. Nó phải đi chụp ảnh.
Come on. Okay. Okay. Put my wallet away.
Lại ơi. Lại ơi. Đang ngồi cách phố.
Okay, do I still have you?
Yep, still here.
Okay,
What just
great.
happened?
I just rented a boat.
Oh,
Telephone. Cháu ơi. Cháu ơi. Thế này một mình nó một à? Không phải là bà à? Không. Yeah. Để nga. Hey.
there.
Okay. 1 hour. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Hello. All right. These are not things for my size person. Oh, we're not going to be going that fast. Okay, now we're on a swan boat. This is one of the things to do. My legs are literally too long. I can't get them to go make the. You know what to do.
Are you pedaling the boat?
I am pedaling the boat. Oh no, I can't steer. I think. Okay, there we go. All right. Oh. Well, if I'm being completely honest, it's not just my legs, but my belly's in the way as well.
My
If I could
goodness.
get. Thank goodness.
No, I said, my goodness, this is a.
It's a pretty action-packed live stream, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's showing what you can do here in West
Yeah, so
Lake.
I guess I'm gonna see if I can get us moving and then stop pedaling and just let us drift. Oh my god, and I'm trying to get friends to do one tomorrow for a bike ride around West Lake. So we're technically in Quoc Pagoda right now. I'll find that. Quoc Pagoda is the I honestly, when a causeway splits a lake like this, that's the causeway. It's really so. Before they built that, this was all one big lake. But then when they built that, of course, it split this part off. But personally, yeah.
Well, so before it wasn't West Lake and I guess East Lake. It was just Lake.
No, it's not West Lake and East Lake. This part is called Quoc Pagoda. And you're supposed to be able to share your screen. But I can't even exit full screen.
Well, that would just show your desktop, basically.
Well, I was going to go to Google Maps and I can show you the lake.
Oh, okay.
But
maybe that's something to do in post, so there's no chance of you revealing information.
Well, I know I'm revealing information. Oh, like personal stuff? I don't think I have any personal. It's all set to my Chinese name account, my Chinese Google account, which seems like a contradiction in terms, but the account that I had under my Chinese name is all for this channel, so I don't think there'll be anything like my bank account number or anything that would be revealed. The wind's blowing the wrong way. It's going to blow us back to the pier.
Oh, is there a sail on this boat?
It's a swan boat, so the whole thing is a sail.
Oh.
Oh boy, the other day this whole thing was just full of boats. The weather was nice, so I can understand why, but it was a very popular day to do this. Hey, is the screen crooked? I always feel like this gimbal has everything crooked. But maybe it's just me. Maybe not. Oh. So I can't figure out how to switch. Maybe I'll explore that later. There used to be one big lake here, just outside of the historic district, and then they built the causeway, and it split the lake. I assume the lake used to be called Hotai, and now it's split into two lakes, one called Hotai and one called Quoc Pagoda. And we're on the smaller one, Quoc Pagoda. Quoc Pagoda is the small one with the small island there, the one I live on.
Mm-hmm.
and Westlake is the one on the other side, the much larger one that we were just at a moment ago with the pagoda.
Oh, I hadn't realized this was a different lake.
Yeah, we're on the other side of the causeway. But see, that's why I was saying I don't really consider them two different lakes, because if they're naturally one lake and you build a causeway, I don't feel like that makes two lakes. It just makes, I mean, I get that it sections off one part, but it has a different name, so I guess it's a different lake.
Who am I to argue with the Vietnam Department of the Interior?
Nobody, I guess. I can't either.
I mean, I
You're
could
not
just
in
yell
that.
at them. I wouldn't understand what they were saying, so it wouldn't really be an argument.
No. Just be yelling at people. Which kind of is an argument, in a sense. I wonder if I can zoom with this. Zoom in on the pagoda. Nope. Well, that's another not great part. So, let's do some housekeeping right in the middle of the show. How is the sound and how is the video?
Everything seems fine to me.
Right.
I mean, it's for a live stream on a camera, it looks. I mean, it's pretty good. But I don't know enough about this kind of stuff to offer, ways which might you could improve later or anything. So.
No, I mean, I'll have to get home and watch it, and I mean, the audio was a big concern of mine. On previous software that we've tried, it didn't come out so great. Right. When I record with my camera app, it records audio fine. But the other, I mean, considering the noise right now, it might be hard to tell if there's bad audio.
Yeah, they might want to, spray some WD-40 or something on that, because it's pretty squeaky.
I wish I could stop, but the wind blows me right back to the pier if I do. So we have to go farther. Honestly, by the time we get to the other side of the lake, that'll be the end of the stream.
Is there another dock where you can turn the boat in? Or?
No. I have to just let the wind blow me back.
Oh.
I mean, I'll likely end the stream here on the lake where I won't wait. There's no need to wait till I get back. But we do need to do that coffee episode.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that you could do, I guess. I mean, this seems like something you could do. Just start on the boat and do a whole boat episode. But I guess we already have one now, don't we? Here it is.
Yeah. Yep. This is the boat episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Tran Quoc is not open.
Giant swan boat. If you wanted to ride a giant swan boat, it seems to be built for two. I don't know.
It is built for two, but I didn't have somebody with me. I mean, but you're not very good at pedaling from the other side of the planet.
No, there shouldn't be a caveat there. I'm not very good at pedaling.
Well, it is good exercise. Jeez, I'm like, I think I shouldn't worry about joining a gym. I should just come over here and do a swan boat every day.
If you wanted to ride in a giant swan boat like your Mother Goose on a fantastical lake in a foreign land, then this is the stream for you.
That it is.
If you didn't want that,
well then tune in next week, baby.
Oh.
Just piss off. See,
we should let Erica know next time we're going to be on here. I bet she would find this entertaining.
Well, I thought so too. I haven't heard from her. I checked to see. I checked to see if she wanted to do something last night, and I got no response. But she's been sick recently, so she may be still feeling some effects.
Yeah. She with her condition, she keeps strange hours. She's up sometimes late, sleeps late, and that kind of thing. But she does what she has to for her health.
Yeah,
But does make it hard to get a hold of her sometimes. You need to.
right. She can't sit on top of the phone like I do and respond to every message. To be fair, I don't do it when I'm working. But it's hard to say if that's going to happen again. I mean, it will. Schools will reopen at some point, but they're just here. They're going to be the last thing to reopen for sure. For one thing, they haven't gotten kids vaccinated because it was kids were the last group to be tested for the vaccine, so they weren't going to give the vaccine to them until they were tested. So now they are, but they've just started late. They said 98% of the adult population here in Hanoi has had the vaccine.
Oh well, that's very good.
Yes. Now had the first shot, not the second shot. They're around 30%. I want to say. That looks like that's good. Well, all right. Well, that's an exciting live stream. So, I guess this is still housekeeping, but I do have something to say about this and the whole Westlake thing. This is a part of Hanoi that I think most tourists miss. Most, not all, because there's still some stuff over here, but I do feel like compared to what the historic district is like, it doesn't seem like many tourists get over here. And while I don't want to encourage large numbers of people, if you're coming to Hanoi, Westlake is a great area, not just to find a couple of sites, but to actually stay, because it's outside the historic district, so it's outside of the standard tourist, traps, and it's just a nice, pretty, relaxing part of the city.
There you go. See, that's the kind of information that people need.
Yeah, that was why I was going to call it the Green Guide, but you see how much time I took doing that and how much time we took chatting. So
Well,
that's why I think Untethered is probably a better title. And I mean, the topic is travel. I'm traveling. We're going to talk about travel, but we're also just going to bullshit a lot.
yeah, I'm not traveling.
No, but that's what makes it interesting is that we get the perspective of someone who's there and someone who isn't. And especially for someone like me who has lived here now for a year and a half, I forget sometimes what is interesting to people when they first see the place. So someone like you can be looking at it and go, well, geez, what is that? And then I can say, like, what's Vietnamese coffee? Well, I've been drinking it for a year and a half, so it just does not occur to me that people are not familiar with Vietnamese coffee, which is unfortunate because it's really tasty coffee. There's very much a coffee culture here, and I don't think you can find it, honestly. It tastes a little different. It's not just regular coffee. The coffee itself is different, and the method of preparation is just a little different. And of course, they have all of the things that people love that really don't like the taste of coffee. Like all the Starbucks concoctions that are like candy bars in a cup.
Uh-huh.
They have those here. So I mean, it's which are all delicious. So it's worth having an episode to go and look at coffee and coffee matters. And I kind of feel like being in Vietnam half of the episodes will end up with me in a coffee shop. I mean, it almost did this time. If it hadn't been right next to this thing, which I wanted to show as part of the Westlake experience, we probably would have ended up in Highland Coffee.
Well, this is certainly something unique. I mean, it's not every day you get to go on an avian ferry across the lake.
That's true. I mean, I could every day. It's because I live right there on that island.
Oh. Well,
But
never
I
mind
don't.
then. I guess I don't know.
I don't. It's a little bit pricey
but
for an everyday thing.
but you could, and that's
I
exactly what I.
exactly. You could.
You
That's
could.
important.
It's not every day, but it could be.
Another.
Well, that sucks all the kind of magical mysticism out of it there.
Does it?
I don't. Maybe I don't know. For me, no. This is pretty ho hum here. It's just a.
You mean this shit? I like it. I think it's a great way to enjoy the weather. I just wish my belly wasn't in the way. I've really got to get out and do more exercise. I'm hoping this whole thing leads to exercise somehow. This whole YouTube thing.
Well, it certainly has today. Pedaled your ass off to the middle of a lake, and now if you ever hope to return, you'll pedal your ass back. So.
Yeah, apparently, when I was over there, the wind kept blowing me back to the pier, and now it's blowing me the opposite direction.
Well,
so apparently the wind is just always
because they're being granted today, buddy.
Well, I'll tell you one wish I got. You don't know Meg, but Meg is a friend of mine from China, and she has agreed to do one of these tomorrow. And she doesn't know. This is like the coffee commercial that switches your brand. She doesn't know that it's a live stream because I only just found out.
Well, it's a great surprise for everyone.
People love to be surprised by being broadcast to the internet. Well, she has agreed to do the show, so that's not a surprise. But yeah, she doesn't know it's a live stream yet, so I'll have to break that to her. I'm thinking I'll break it to her somewhere in the middle of the live.
Just FYI, we've been on the internet this whole time. Don't say anything incriminating.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think either one of us have dropped the F-bomb, so that's good. Maybe I might ought to put a warning label on the channel or on the video. I guess I can do that post afterwards.
I think the worst offense you've committed is probably having that copywritten music in the background earlier. YouTube
was there music?
Yeah, I was hearing music. I hope other people were too.
It's all in your head.
If not, I don't know where I got like some Vietnamese music in my brain from, but
yeah, I don't notice that kind of stuff anymore. Different kind of noises. But you're right. YouTube the algorithm will identify it and put a claim on the video. I mean, joke's on them though, because I don't make any money off this yet. I hope to one day, but I guess not if they all get claimed. If every video has music in the background, it won't be collecting anything.
Joke's on you, YouTube. On you, YouTube. We're not making any money off this.
Well, you know what? We should be looking at how many people there are. I mean, it's got a good camera app to be running out of a browser window. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, I thought you meant how many viewers we had. I was going to say, it's still one. I think it's just me.
Oh, no. How many swan boats we have?
Oh,
we count swan boats instead of viewers.
Look at all those, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever seen anything like that in your neck of the woods? I bet you haven't.
I think stuff like this is fun to do on vacation because it is an ordinary thing that any city will have in their park, right? But you're
I
not
don't
in
know.
any
I
ordinary
mean,
city. Yeah, cities tend to have these things in park lake. It's a
oh,
common thing, but to do something ordinary like this in an extraordinary place, I think that's fun. I think it's usually better than the stuff that is designed and presented for tourists. Now, some of that you
right.
want to do. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not against all tourist stuff, but yeah, it can be more fun to just do an ordinary thing that you might do in your own city, but in the extraordinary place that you're in. And Hanoi is extraordinary. Sorry, I thought there might be a joke coming.
Oh, yeah. I was trying. I was
You were
trying to.
formulating something. I'm working on
I
it.
was
Well, that's all
trying.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've done well for an impromptu live stream. A live stream neither one of us knew where was happening.
Well, I mean, we knew we were recording or trying
Yeah,
to, but
that's right.
so
Yeah, yeah.
see, I'm. This is how much of a country mouse I am. I'm like, they have these kind of things in cities.
Now, I feel like this is something that would be at Dillinger Park. Is that not? Do they not have a lake
Um,
there?
they do. I was just wondering if that. If, well, I guess I'll go look at some point or check the internet or something. That does seem like something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They have actual swans, I think, in the lake at Dillinger Park. You
Oh, can
can't
you
ride
ride
them
them?
though. No, you can't. They're they're just regular sized swans. You drown them. So
Well, you can clearly see how these are better then.
yeah, I can. These can be used for conveyance. All you get if you try to ride a regular swan in a lake is probably just some bruised up thighs where the thing tried to escape for its life. You're holding it
That's
underwater.
right.
I mean,
That's right. And that's why the Swan, the real Swan Transportation Company, failed miserably.
yep, yep, yep. You need to be like a fantastically sized being, like a gnome or something. I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah. And not
Pretty much.
and not just use that phrase as a pickup line.
No, no, no. I'm a fantastically sized being. I'm fun size. I call it fun size. What a stupid misnomer. It's like jumbo shrimp. I mean, it's still a
Oh, I learned
shrimp.
today that the word for shrimp and the word for lobster are the same word in Vietnamese.
I mean, I guess when you come down to it, a shrimp is just a tiny lobster.
It really is. You guys, you guys on that side of the planet, you're
Yeah,
still in the
all
world
of
of
us.
taking the arms off of shrimp, right? You don't. Shrimp don't have arms when they come to you, right?
Uh, no, but I don't know how many shrimp like come to me. You make it sound like they just march up out of the ocean.
I do.
Uh,
As soon as I said it, I imagined you in a park with your shrimp on a leash, and you like finally take him off the leash and let him run, and then you try to get him back.
but he doesn't come back because he's a shrimp and he has no concept of these things. Yeah.
Also, he's in a park above water, so he's dead.
He runs into the lake to try to escape, and I'm gonna hop on the nearest swan, try to catch up with him. But it doesn't work out. Yeah, say for me. How do you think I found out about drowning those swans? I was trying to catch up with my pet shrimp that was running away. I guess so. No, I don't think they have arms there. I mean, those are like crawdads, right? I mean, crawdads got
No,
arms
no,
on
they
them.
do, but they are
Oh,
they are removed by. I mean, I had never seen the. I mean, yeah, they have the same types of claws, but they're a lot longer and skinnier. Maybe you can look it up on the internet if you want to see it.
nah, that's all right. I don't like to learn stuff.
Good policy. Okay, my wait and do nothing strategy has worked. Look how much closer I am to the dock.
Oh God, I
Here,
can't tell.
dolphin.
I can't tell where is the dock.
It's there to the right. You really can. I'm using
Oh,
the
okay.
wide angle because I think it's wider.
Oh, okay. There. Okay, now I
But
recognize it. All right. I was like, what is he looking at? Because I don't see the darn dot. But okay. Well, that's true. You are
okay.
drifting that way. Cool. You
Another
only got
couple
an
hours,
hour
I'll be
though.
over there.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't understand. I don't speak Vietnamese. Excuse me. I don't speak Vietnamese, but I understood the man to say, "Got
1
hour."
hour.
1 hour.
Oh wait, well we've been live streaming
Just
for
like
only 50 minutes.
the photos. 1 hour photos.
Oh yeah,
Remember
that's right.
those kids?
I remember the 1 hour photos. Yeah,
The
seems
kids
like kind
today
of a long
don't.
time to wait on a photo now.
Yeah.
Well,
Instant
I think I'm good on
gratification.
that. Oh, I wonder if they wrote down the time on this little ticket they gave me. I mean, I wonder if there are people here that are like, we paid for this. We're going to spend all day. I feel like well within an hour, I will have said that was really great, and now it's time to go.
I'm
And
done.
on to the
Done
next
with this
thing in life.
mess.
What else I can do out here on the lake? Pretty much just sitting here.
I mean, if you brought a fishing pole or I don't know, like a net or something, maybe. I don't know.
They do fish around the edge of this lake. They don't rent swan boats to do it, but there people fish all around the edge of the lake, and they pull out
Well,
some of the biggest fish you've ever seen.
well, that'd be the place to do it. All the fish, the fish know not to go near the banks. I guess they don't know you might be fishing for them out in the middle.
That's right.
I say
The
that can't be
fish are
some
strategizing.
like they can't be some kind of human trap there. It's coming out of the back of a giant swan. They're friendly. What do swans eat? Does anyone know? Uh,
Uh,
put
that's
it
the
in the
same thing
comments
all other
below.
birds eat. Please put your ideas on what swans must be eating in the comments if you've watched 52 minutes of this live stream are still eager to participate.
Also, a bit of your chickens participate. Also, just a little bit of housekeeping here. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah,
Um,
good. Yes,
do
that's
all
a
those
YouTube thing to
things.
say.
Um,
Like, share, and subscribe.
smash that like button.
Smash the like button.
Hit that bell notification so you'll know when we're going to stream next. I mean, maybe even tell us. We might even know.
If ever you see I'm going to stream, please alert me. It would really
If you
help.
see it come up, maybe send one of us a message that says, this is happening, right? We
I'll
may
give you my
not.
address so you can stop by and tell me. Deliver a memo.
I just
Sorry.
meant you know, a message through
Yeah.
YouTube or something. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, yeah, but clearly I don't know how to use any electronic media, so you're
Oh,
going to have to stop by the house and just tell me verbally that this is happening.
send him a send him a certified letter
That's right. Or a singing
by
telegram, maybe.
by,
That'd be fun.
by Pony Express. And but Scott, how would I send Pony Express to Vietnam? Ponies can't swim across the ocean.
No, but it could take a boat.
I guess
Maybe you
so.
can take a
Maybe a
plane.
boat shaped like a giant swan. We don't know.
I feel like it would be easy to turn one of those big freighters with all the container ships into a giant swan. I think that would be a pretty easy project.
I mean, they're just kind of sitting there off the ports right now. I mean, hell, you got time.
That's right. Is the international shipping still not happening?
It's happening. It's just like super slow right now.
Because people aren't buying stuff? What's going on?
Oh no, people I think want to buy stuff. It's just supply chain issues.
Interesting.
It's a big problem here in the U.S. It's apparently a big problem in other parts of the world. So hopefully not wherever you are, dear listener, viewer, audience
Yeah,
member,
audience people.
whatever.
That restaurant has to have a great view. It's
I'm
oh, come on. That's not the name of the
gonna row my
restaurant.
boat over to that restaurant and see how they're doing.
How are you guys doing? Right. So there are a
Oh,
lot
what's
of
that
seafood
say?
restaurants around Westlake. Oh, what are we looking at?
It says
What's what say?
Thang Long, Hanoi.
Oh, you're getting a delay there in the action. Tran Quoc Hanoi. Yeah, it's that's the name of the citadel here, the big fortress that was the ancient thing.
Oh well, I'm watching the YouTube channel to see how it's looking. So that might be the delay, but
Oh, okay, all right, fair enough.
all right. Well, ancient fortress, eh?
Yeah,
That
ancient
sounds like a
fortress.
place to visit.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on the list. I think it's closed right now though. It's really not the best time to start a travel YouTube channel.
So many
Things are
things are
closed at
closed.
night. Yeah, things are closed at night. Restaurants have to close down at night. A lot of restaurants aren't open for interior dining. Tourist sites are closed. No
Fortresses are
live
closed.
music. No bars. It's just like all the stuff you would want to do as a tourist is closed. So that's why we're on a swan boat in the middle of
That's
Quoc Lake.
that's why our channel is so important in these times, ladies and gentlemen, because it shows you what you can't see right now because everything's closed. But we've got an inside view just for you.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's an outside view, like the pagoda.
Okay, that's fair. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to watch as Wesley tries to dock this boat,
Yeah, and hold a
Mother
camera at the same
Goose
time.
boat. A nice man's going to
Cool.
help.
No, stand there.
Unless you wreck his
Come on,
boat, then he's going to come at you like a hippo.
like a hippo.
An
Well,
aggressive hippo. Oh, look at there. He's a old hand at this. Look at there. Oh, no, it's a mom and her child are going to go get on the boat. Look at there.
no, I did the delay. All right. Well,
You
that was
can't drive your
fun.
moped onto the boat, sir. Sir, I don't care if you're
Not
trying to
sure
impress your
that's
lady.
true.
You can't drive it on the boat.
You can
He
pretty
says,
much take your.
I'm going to be the Vietnamese Evil Knievel. No, sir. Not with these swan boats.
All right. Well, I wish I could flip the camera around and say goodbye to the audience. Should we have a specific sign off? We say goodbye, audience.
We can say, I'm just going to say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. We already mentioned that you should be liking and subscribing and smashing things and
Safely, of
in your
course.
home.
Like the Hulk.
Right. Exactly. And well, I guess tune in for the next video.